Hello everyone. Now let's go with number 1. So you have 2x minus 13 over 2x plus 1, x minus 3 in partial fractions. So what I'm going to do is, even though it's not stated, whatever method are you you're supposed to use, I'm going to go first with number 1 as substitution, and let's go with number 2 as the equating coefficient. So at least you can practice both of the methods. But in the test, if it's not stated, you are free whatever method you think will be easy for you. But if it's stated, you don't have any choice. You need to do whatever method is stated so you will not lose the method marks. Okay. Now, first thing that you will do is ask yourself, is it an improper or it's a repeated? So this is not improper. It's just a very ordinary fractions wherein you need to separate them. And meaning to say, even though the expressions is not given, you know that if you have two simple binomials there at the bottom, I just need two unknown numerator. And I can start with the 2x plus 1 here, and the other one will be x minus 3. You always go plus here. You can just change it later if your b is negative. And yeah, so basically, since it's just a simple one, I can multiply my a to that x minus 3, and that to my b, I will be multiplying the 2x plus 1. Easy peasy. Now, again, I'm using substitution here. Okay, so you can practice as substitution. Okay, I will going to substitute the first one. I'm going to look here, but whatever's arrangement you like, that's okay. But for me, I always go the arrangement here. Okay, negative 1/2. So what I'm going to do is to just put negative 1/2 in all your x here, and you just get the value of the um one of the unknowns. So you have a, then you have negative 1/2 minus 3 plus b. And actually, since this is 2x plus 1 already, you already know that that will be the one that will be cancelled, right? Will be 0. But let me show you, because this one will be a negative 1 plus 1. So automatic, I know that this one will just be 0, okay? Actually, you don't need to show that. You can just definitely just make the b 0 because you already know that that's the solution of the text. Okay, and then, meaning to say, you just please maximize the use of calculator properly. So I have negative 14 here on the other side. The other one will be negative 7 over 2a. And then I will divide both sides by negative 7 over 2. Divide both sides. Therefore, my letter A will be 4. Positive 4 here. Now let's go with B. I will substitute. This is easy because I will have a whole number. That will be, the solution of this will be tiga. So I'm just going to put that, the same thing, 2, 4 here. Here, you're going to put it there. So 2 multiplied by 3 minus 13 is equal to A. 3 minus 3, that will be 0 now. That's the target. And then your B will be 2 times 3 plus 1. Therefore, the other side, you will have here negative 7, and the other one you will have a positive 7b, divides both sides by 7, and the answer will be negative 1. Since the question is you need to express, then you're going to rewrite it properly. So, 4 over 2x plus 1 plus, sorry, it will be minus now because you have a negative b, and you don't need to repeat it because you already put negative there or minus, okay? So that's it. It means this one is just the sign or the operation there, x minus 3. Therefore, this is the answer for that, okay? Again, we are using the substitution for this one. If it's like two normal binomial at the denominator, I really suggest for you to use substitution because it's going to be easy. Okay, next we have the number 2, wherein you have x squared and you have a quadratics at the bottom. And what you need to do first is you're going to factor out your denominator so you can be able to separate them. So you know that the two numbers that when you multiply -6, when you add sa 2, so we have there x minus 2 and x plus 3. You can interchange that, yeah. It's up to you. It's not a big deal. Okay, and another one, actually you have x squared and x squared here. So it means that you have the improper fraction. So the suggestion here is if you have improper, you can actually do um long division here because you can divide. And when you have, for example, quadratic divide quadratic, for sure you will have a constant there, meaning to say that you will have a constant as their quotient. But for example, you have cubic on the top and quadratic at the bottom, then you will have a linear ax plus b. But this one, we only have a, and then you're going to proceed at the same thing. The b will be there in the x minus 2, or again, you can interchange that. It doesn't matter. As long as you express it properly, then we're going to arrive with the same answer. Okay, so you can do substitution, you can do long division here because it's improper. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with equating coefficients. So you can practice that one, okay? Because there's some question that you are forced to do equating coefficients. Okay, so what I can do is, again, you have x squared, and then I will be multiplying a, everything that is not there in the denominator. So a will be multiplied by x minus 2, and and together with the x plus 3. The b is will be multiplying by x plus 3, and the c will be multiplied by x minus 2. Now, in equating coefficients, it's better for you to expand it properly. Okay, let's expand. So this one is still x squared, and then we're going to do rainbow method. You can just do rainbow method here, and then multiply a later on, okay? But I will be doing it directly. Or wait, I think it's better if I'm going to put it here. So again, I'm going to do long rainbow method there. So I'm going to have x squared, and this one is 3x minus 2x. So you're just going to have plus x there. And then you're going to have -3 times 3. So you're going to have -6, right? Okay, there you go. And then for the b, so that's why this one, I'm telling you, you can just go directly putting the a on all of that. Okay, how about I'm just going to put it there. I'm going to have ax squared. It's the same thing. Ax minus a6, or actually you can just make it 6a because later on, like, you're going to consider that as the variable that you need. Okay, the other one will be bx plus 3b. Okay, just rainbow method cx minus 2c. Okay, what you're going to do is your x squared. Your x squared is actually only sa2, right? You only have this. There's no ax here. So meaning to say, this coefficient is equivalent to your a. Meaning to say, your a is just equal to 1. That's it. Okay, now what you're going to do is to make two equations. We're in, let's add all my x's. So you have ax, which is a, plus bx plus b, then you have plus c. That is equal to, do you have anything with the x here? None. So it will be 0, and that's okay. Now let's add all of my constant only. I have -6a. Okay, I have 3b. Because there's no x, yeah, you're going to add all of that. I have -2c is equal to 0 again because you don't have anything here, only x squared. Okay, what we're going to do is to substitute your a1, a is equal to 1, to your a here. So we can fix that. And then after that, let's try to make it like this. So b plus c is equal to, again, your a is sa2, so we put it on the other side, it will become -1. And then how about the other one? 3b minus 2c, but then again, 6 times 1 will be negative 6, but it will be on the other side, you're going to have positive 6, right? Okay, now I know this one is you cannot do just a simple elimination here. You need to do something in one of the equation. Your target is to make them at least the same. Which one do you want to cancel? You can go canceling the 2, or you can just go with this one. You want to cancel C, go ahead. If you want to cancel if you want to cancel C, of course you multiply this one by 2, so you can have 2C negative 2. But if you want to cancel this, then you need to multiply it by 3. Okay, I'm going to go with canceling my C. So I will multiply everything by 2, and therefore it will become, I'm just going to write it here again. So it will become 2b plus 2c is equal to negative 2, and the other one will be just the same because we're not changing anything. Now I will be adding now. Okay, we can just add because this one will be 0. That's the target for you to cancel. This one is 5b is equal to negative 2 plus 6. You're going to have positive 4. Divide both sides by 5. Then meaning to say your b is equal to 4 over 5. Okay, you're not yet done because you want to get your C. So basically, you can use any of these. This one, this one, this one, this one, up to you. But for me, I'll go the one with the smallest number, which is this. So I'm going to do B plus C. B plus C is equal to negative 1. Since I already know my B, I will just put it there, which is going to be 4 over 5 plus C is equal to negative 1. And of course, for you to get the C, it will just become negative 1 minus 4 over 5. And the answer will be negative 9 over 5. Okay, you're going to express them if you have a fraction. So this one will become 1. We don't have any problem there, it's just 1. Plus b is not 4 over 5. So basically, you just put the 4 on the numerator, and the 5 will be beside your x minus 2. Don't forget the parentheses. The other one is negative 9 over 5 as well, and the x plus 3 will be there. And that's it. Easy peasy. Okay, next number 3, again, you're going to ask yourself, is this improper? So you have x3 here, and when you do expansion here, you're going to have x squared. That's why you have cubic on the top, you have quadratic on the bottom, meaning to say you're going to have ax plus b there, or a linear. So you have a lot of choices here. If it's improper, you can do division, long division. Just make sure that you're going to expand this one first, and this one will be the one inside, and make sure that you can add x3 plus 0x squared plus 0x. That's my suggestion, so that you will not be confused with bringing down of the terms, yeah? But again, I cannot discuss all of the methods, but the method shown is just a suggestion. You may use any valid method you prepare, and you can use full equating of coefficients, or maybe just substitution only with other convenient values of x, again, such as x is 0, or you can use long division or synthetic if possible. Okay, but now the suggested here is let's go with substitution, and the rest, it's a combination of substitution and equating coefficient. So since the format is given, so basically I will just need to multiply the ax plus b. That will be together. You don't need to separate them. So ax plus b will be multiplied by my x plus 2 and will be multiplied by x minus 1. Okay? How about the c? It will be multiplied by x minus 1, and the d will be multiplied by x plus 2. My substitution is I will go put my substitute x is equal to, I'll start with this one, which is negative 2. So negative 2, or this one, negative 2 raised to 3. And then I know, you know what, the ax plus b will just be 0 because I know that this part will be 0. So the rest will be 0. Okay, I'm not going to put it step by step, but I'm hoping that you can get it. For the c will not be cancelled because you're going to have negative 2 minus 1 there. And the d, is going to be canceled because it will be 0. Therefore, your negative 2, 3 here will be negative 8 divided by negative 3c. Divide both sides by negative 3, negative 3. Then your c will be a positive 8 over 3. Okay. How about I'm going to substitute the other one, which is x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. So I'm going to do the same thing, 1 raised to 3, and then the ax plus b is actually going to be just 0 because you have x minus 1 there. And then my c is the one that will be canceled now, and the d is the remaining one, which is you're going to have 1 plus 2. And you're going to have 1 cube is 1, is equal to 3d. Divide both sides by 3. Then therefore my d is equal to 1/3. And that's it. Okay. Now for a and b, actually you can use another substitution. Subs is equal to x is equal to 0, but you're going to use the value of whatever you got there, the c and d for you. And then you're going to have two equations. So it will be simultaneous. So the suggested here is maybe you can use equating coefficient for the rest of the numbers, like the unknown one. Okay, let's try. Okay, so for me to get a, I'm going to observe everything there. Like for example, if I expand this, I only have x3 here, right? So I'm just going to look on what part I'm going to have x3. This one, there's no way I will have x3, even here, none. But there's a way that I will have x3 here, which is actually only when you multiply your ax to x, it will be ax squared. Ax squared times x will be ax tiga, right? So meaning to say, your wait, let me just then meaning to say, since I have equated coefficient now, so basically you have x3 is equal to ax3. Then meaning to say you only have one coefficient here. There's nothing. Then meaning to say your a is just equal to 1. Easy peasy for the equating coefficients. Okay, and what else we can do? Coefficient of x squared. Maybe we can talk about coefficient of x squared because you can only focus here. There's no x squared here, there's no x squared there, there's no way you will have x squared in this part. So you can just focus here. Ax times x, you're going to have ax squared there, right? Okay, ax squared. Okay, this one. And this one, you're going to have bx times bx. I mean, bx times x, you're going to have bx squared. And you know that you don't have any x squared here. So meaning to say that will just be equal to 0, right? Or I can just write that a plus b is equal to 0. And your a is 1. You just put it there. 1 plus b is equal to 0. Therefore, your b is equal to negative 1. Then therefore, your final answer, actually you don't, yeah, let's express it because there's like, given that it can be expressed or you can find the values, but let me write properly. Okay, so you're going to have, this one will be 1x, but I will not write it anymore, negative 1, plus 8 over 3, x plus 2, and then you're going to have plus 1 over 3 x minus 1. And that's it. Okay, now let's go with number 4. So express in partial fractions. You have a cubic here, and when you expand that, you're going to have x squared. So since the fraction is improper, you can use long division first. I will show long division here, okay? Even though you have a repeated, I can just do that later on. So I will just write it properly. So you're going to have 2x3 minus 1 over, when you expand that, it will become x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay. Using long division, you're going to have 2x3 plus 0x squared. Actually, putting the 0 is optional, but I want you to be organized so you're not going to be confused. So this one is x squared plus 4x plus 4. Let's divide. So, 2x squared divide x squared is you have 2x. Okay, multiply that. You will have 2x tiga. That's the target for you to have the 2x tiga. Then multiply this, it will become plus 8x squared. Multiply that, it will be plus 8x. Okay, and then you're going to do is minus all together. So this one will be 0, but this one will be 0 minus 8. So negative 8x squared. 0 minus 8x minus 8x. Bring down sa 2. Okay, negative 8x squared divide this, you will have negative 8. Negative 8 multiply by that, you will have negative 8x squared. You will have negative 32x, and you will have negative 32 here. Okay. Again, you're going to minus everything. That's why it will be canceled. But this one will be negative 8 minus negative 32. So the answer there will be positive 24x. And this one is negative 1 minus negative 32. So that will be positive 31. That's the remainder. Now, how can you write that? This one, you know that you have cubic and x, right? By the way, let me just write it properly earlier for you to have a format. If you have improper and you have like cubic, then over quadratic, you know you're going to have a linear ax plus b there. And then the rest will just be the same thing. X plus 2, the single one, and then d is over the x plus 2, the double one. And that's the format. And you know, this 2x minus 8, the quotient when you are doing long division is the linear answer from dividing cubic by quadratic. And therefore, I already know my a and b, 2x minus 8. And actually, you can write this one in this way. 2x minus 8 plus this one, the remainder, 24x plus 31 over your divisor, which is I'm going to just use that, yeah, x plus 2 and squared. And actually, you are halfway here. You're supposed to, because it's not fully separated, what you need to do is to focus now here. Since you already have this ax plus b, can you just focus here and do partial there? Yes, you can, for you to get your C and D. Okay, just be careful in lettering. Let's try here. What I'm going to do is to focus here. So 24x plus 31, I can write that as equal to, again, let me write x plus 2 squared. Then it will be C. I'm going to use C, because I think you will be confused that I'm going to use A and B, and then, yeah, I'm going to use C for this one. Since this part is this part. Okay. So we have x plus 2 single plus d over x plus 2 squared. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And you're going to have 24x plus 31 multiplied by, equal to, see, I need to multiply it to the single because you're going to look here versus this one. You need to multiply C by whatever is not there in the denominator. You already have x plus 2 there, but you still need one more, so you're going to multiply to the single one. What do you need to multiply by D? Nothing, because this x plus 2 is already here, so you don't need to do that. And then, just do a simple substitution here. I will substitute x plus 2, or the solution is x is equal to negative 2. So 24 multiply negative 2 minus 31 is equal to, the C will be cancelled. Therefore, the D will be the answer right away. And let's check that. So 24 times, this one is negative 48. Okay, negative 48. So that will be negative 48 minus, wait a minute. Oh, this one is plus 31. This one is plus 31. Why did I make, this is plus 31. So you have negative 48 plus 31. You will have negative 17 here. Negative 17 as your D. Okay, next is I'm going to substitute. You can there's nothing to substitute, but you're going to think now of the easiest number to substitute. And I will be using substitute 0 there. So 24 times 0, actually just 0, you don't need to really write that. And the C will be 0 plus 2 plus D. Instead of D, I will put now the negative 17. So you can just only focus in your C. And then, yeah, this one will just be 0. So 31 plus 17, that will be 48, yeah. And that this one on the other side will be 2C, divide both sides by 2. And therefore, your C is equal to, let me just write in this part, your C is equal to 24, okay? And then we're just going to put it there. The C will be plus 24 over x plus 2 minus 17x plus 2 raised to 2. And let me just double check that. 2x minus 8, 24. Okay, we're good to go. That's the answer. Again, you are not limited to whatever way you want to do it. Okay, now let's go with number 5. So you have improper again because you have x squared, and when you do expansion here, you're going to have x squared as well. Again, improper is not always, the definition is improper is not only if your degree of exponent is higher in the numerator, but if they are also equal to each other, they are still considered to be um, improper. Okay, the best or the easiest method, or what I can suggest here, is to do a combination of substitution for B and C, and then you just need to compare the coefficients for A. Okay, so let's do that one. So I'm going to have 6x squared plus 32x plus 21. The format is given. I will just multiply my A to my 3x plus 1, multiply my A to x plus 4. Okay, that looks like a D. Plus 1 and x plus 4. Therefore, the B is also multiplied by x plus 4, and the C will be multiplied by 3x plus 1. Okay, you know what to do. I'm going to do substitution. I'm going to put first negative 1/3. Negative 1/3. Okay, putting that, everything, negative 1/3 square first, before you multiply to 6, plus 32 multiply negative 1/3. Be careful of your parentheses in your calculator. The A will just be 0 because you can see you have 3x plus 1 there. I will not show the substitution there. Okay, but I can show it here. So you have negative 1/3 plus 4. And the C is actually just going to be 0. And then on the left side, I will have 11 when you put that in calculator. And the other side, you're going to have 11 over 3, B. Divide both sides by 11 over 3. Divide both sides by 11 over 3. And therefore, your B will be equal to 3. Okay, now let's go in getting your C, which is going to be the same thing. I'm just thinking of, I'm going to move something first, sorry. I need space. Okay, let me just put it there, and then again, your B is like that. Okay, I need to go with letter C. I'm going to use a different color so you will not be confused. Okay, using this part, so I will substitute my x, which is negative 4. The same thing, put all your negative 4 in each x. So you're going to have 6 multiply negative 4 squared plus 32 multiply negative 4 plus 21. And then again, the A will just be 0. The B will be canceled as well because you have x plus 4 there, but you can only just show the substitution in your C, which is, that will be negative 4 plus 1. The left side value is you're going to have negative 11. The right side value is you're going to have negative 11c. Divide both sides by negative 11, negative 11. Your c will be just positive 1. Okay, now for the letter A, you can just do a simple comparing coefficients, okay, or equating coefficients. Because by simply looking at this one, I just need to focus on my x squared. I will not have x squared here. I will not have x squared there. I can only focus here that I'm going to have x squared when I multiply a 3x times x. Okay, and that will be a total of like 3x squared, right? So it's like 3x squared a. That's the time you will have x squared. And that is equal to 6x squared. So don't mind the x squared. Actually, it just means that you have 3a is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 3. Therefore, your a will just be equal to 2. Equating coefficients. Okay, now let's go with the part B. I will be doing that on the other side. So make sure that you are correct in letter A before you can do that integration, okay? And this is the purpose of partial. It's easier to integrate things if it's already in partial fractions. Okay. 2 plus, I'm just rewriting, 3 over 3x plus 1 plus 1 over x plus 4, okay? We're just integrating all, yeah, satu-satu. Integration of 2, you're going to have 2x, you know that? Just adding the x there. And then for this one, you know, this is constant, so you can just put it out, but make sure that you have 3x plus 1, so it will be ln 3x plus 1, right? Okay, absolute value. Okay, but you're not yet done because you need to differentiate this inside and divide it. So that will be differentiate, or the derivatives of 3x will be 3, so you're still going to divide it. Actually, others can do it mental math because it's like going to just eliminate that thing. So you're just going to have ln of that denominator, right? But let me just show you this concept behind that. And then the other one will just be ln x plus 4. Okay, meaning to say, for this one, I need to put now the value of my lower limits and upper limits, which is 2 and 1. I'm just going to put it there, 2 and 1 here. So 2 times 2 plus ln, imagine putting it there. So it will become 3 times 2 plus 1. So it's going to be 7. And if it's a number already, you don't really need to put the absolute value already there. Okay, and the other one will be ln 6 there. Okay, ln 6. Now, you're not yet done because you know that this is only the upper limits. You're going to now put the lower limits, and that will be minus of everything. So that will be 2 times 1, that will be 2. Okay, I'll just put 1 here. And then the other one will be plus ln. 3 times 1 will be 4 plus ln 5. Okay, sorry for... Okay, what I will do is distribute my negatives so you will not be confused and try to minimize minimize the parentheses. So it will become 4 here plus ln 7 plus ln 6 minus 2 plus, okay, that will be negative now, ln 4, ln 5. I will combine 4, negative 2, that's both constant, so you're just going to have 2 here. Can I combine my, what else we can combine? Actually, you can just start doing you can do anything here. For example, like you want to combine this one first, multiply, and then this one you can add. But the best strategy here is at least look at the pairing of negative. So you will just divide. The number will not be bigger. So for example, ln 7 minus ln 4, I mean, they are both ln, so I can just combine them, but that means that it's minus at the middle, so it will become plus ln 7 over 4. And then the other one will be ln 6 and negative ln 5. That will be plus ln 6 over 5. But then again, you can, if you want to combine this and then this one and then you divide, that's okay. I just want to like a straight division first. And then that's it. I mean, that's it for that. Okay, what are we going to do is, this is the 2 already. Then meaning to say, this is already what I want. I just need to combine this. And what do I need to do if I want to combine that? You know, it's plus, so this is what I'm telling you. It's just going to be the same thing. I can combine this, you will just follow the law of logarithms, wherein you know that if you want to combine them and there's a plus at the middle, meaning to say you're just going to multiply the two of them, which is 7 times 6 over 4 times 5, and then you can just simplify that. That will be a total of 21 over 10. And therefore, your k is 21 over 10. You can just express it here. I get it already that your k will be 21 over 10. That's it. Okay, now let's go with number 6. I can say that 6 is an easy question, and you are not forced to do any method that you don't want. Actually, the easiest here is, since you have a cubic over x, you know that you're going to have a quadratic there. Okay, it's like going to be ax squared plus bx plus c. And you know, this one is just the constant of you if you're going, of that one, if you're going to divide them. You can use long division, and at this case, I really suggest for you to use synthetic because you only have x minus 3 there. Okay, it's not a complicated binomial. It's just a very simple binomial that you have only one x there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is synthetic, and hopefully you can still remember that, which is, I'm just going to write all of this for 2, negative 9, 11, which is like this, 4, 2, negative 9, 11. And then outside will be the solution of this. When I say solution, you know, it's just a reverse. X minus 3, meaning to say I want it plus 3. It's just equal to 0, means it's x is equal to 3, right? Okay. And then what are you going to do? Remember, you bring down this one first. You multiply this and you put it here. Okay, so 4 times 3, that will be 12. And you're going to add this. That will be 14. Now, 14 times 3, put it here, and then add, put it here. That's how it goes. Okay, so 3 times 14 is 42 here, and then we're going to add them. So you will have 33. Okay, then 33 times 3, you're going to have 99. And then if you add that, that will be 110. What does it mean? This is already your A, B, and C. So you're going to have 4x squared plus 14x plus 33. And that 110 is a remainder all over your divisor, which is x minus 3. Okay, then therefore, that's it. That's the answer. Easy peasy. But you're not yet done. For letter B, I want you to evaluate F0. Hopefully, you know what's the meaning of that. It means that using your answer from part A. So I want this to see in your working. So basically, that is A. The B is, I want you to substitute the 0. You know, it means you just substitute the 0 there. 0. I know that will be automatic 0, but still, I want you to show whatever you can show there. So in case, for some reason, you're wrong, I can give you consideration marks there. Okay, or method marks. Yeah, I'm not putting the 0 there. 0 minus 3 or just 0, negative 3, right? Okay, I just want to see the substitution, and when you put that in your calcu, it means that my f of 0 will just be negative 11 over 3. This is the answer. Okay, now let's go with letter C. So what are we going to do? Let me just change the color for letter C. You're still going to use the answer here, and then you're going to integrate, and that is just going to be simple. X minus 3. Why? Because integrating this, it means that you just need to do plus 1 in your exponent, and the same exponent you divide it. Okay, 14x1, but plus 1, it's 2 over 2, plus 33, there's no, and that's a constant, so you will just add x there. And then this one is you have x at the bottom, then it means that you have ln x minus 3. Okay, let me just rewrite it because I need to simplify things. It's okay if you want to put the x tiga on the top. It's not a problem. Plus 7x squared. Actually, that's the only one I need to simplify. And then 110 ln. Absolute value, don't forget. And plus c. That's it. Okay, now let's go with number 7. Actually, number 7 is you don't need to do partial fractions here or like distribute them. No. I only put this so you can at least practice how to integrate, especially if you don't know like the boundaries or the limits is the one that is missing. Okay, so basically there's no partial here because that's the simplest way we can have, and that means that I need to integrate this one, and when you integrate that, it will become 4 ln 2x minus 1. And again, it will not stop there because you have a 2x minus 1 inside that, and you're going to do a chain rule, meaning to say you're going to derive it and divide it by 2. Therefore, the final one will be 2 ln, because I'm going to divide that. This will be 2 ln 2x minus 1. Now, this is the one I need to integrate by what? 8 and k. You don't know what's k, but you have the value of that, so you need to manipulate it, okay? I will not put this one for the meantime. I will just expand them. So it will become 2 ln. Putting 8, there will be 16 minus 1. That will be 15. Putting k there, you cannot simplify it, you just use the k. But remember, it's minus. Minus 2 ln 2k minus 1. Don't forget the parenthesis there because we still don't know what is that. Okay, and then I know that is equal to 1.90038. It's given. It's in the question. Can I just factor out the 2? Yes, you can do that. It will become ln 15 minus ln 2k minus 1 because there's like 2 in front. 1 point. What's the point of factoring? So that you can divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. Then it means that 1.9, you just put this in calculator. The answer will be around 0.9 5019, right? Okay. Now this one, you're just going to focus on this one. You know that there's a minus at the middle, then I can just combine them. It will become ln 15 over the 2k minus 1. And then again, it's still absolute value, yeah. So what can you do? I mean, you cannot really disregard the ln because there's no ln here. Unlike what we discussed in class that there's like ln and there's ln here, then you can just disregard it and focus here and here. But there's no ln there. So what does it mean? Then you need to convert this into exponential form. And you know that if you have ln, it means that the base will be e and this is the exponent of your Euler, which it will become e raised to 0.95019, and you can just disregard the ln because again, you already converted it from logarithms to exponential form. 15 over 2k minus 1. Okay. Now, at this point, actually, you can just disregard the absolute value because, I mean, there's no e. Well, basically, we know that it must still not negative, right? Okay, let me just put it there. Okay, and then you can just put that in calculator, and then you know how can you do that. You can do cross multiplication, it's up to you. because you know you want to cancel 15, or maybe other students cannot visualize it, but it will look like this. 15 is equal to E 0.95019, and your 2K minus 1, you multiply, right? But what you want to get is the K. So remove everything besides that, starting by eliminating that, removing that thing, E, beside your expression here. Okay, divide both sides by that E. 0.95. Just put it in calculator. Now, at this point, you can just put that in calculator and it will give you approximately 5.8. That's equal to 2K minus 1. And then you can just, of course, do plus 1 and then divide by 2. Okay, you do plus 1 there. That's equal to 2K. Divide both sides by 2, as you know, so that you can finally get your 2. Put that in calculator, and your final answer will be approximately 3.40. For the meaning of the K to an appropriate degree of accuracy, at least give me 2 decimal places or 3 significant figures. Okay, that's the most standard number for us to reach the higher accuracy. Okay, now let's go with number 8. We're going back to partial once again. So you have an improper here. So, but it's just a very simple one. So you can just go with comparing coefficients. Let's try, because like you only have binomial and like two unknown variable here. Okay. What I will do is AX, 8x is equal to, again, multiply that. That will be A multiplied by 4x minus 3. And you don't have to multiply anything to your letter B. Okay, if I'm going to use comparing coefficients, you're just going to look at this one. Let's find everything with the x when you expand the right side. And you know that the only x you will have here is this 4x multiplied by A. So 8x is equal to A 4x, right? But actually, you can just disregard the x there. So you can just divide both sides by 4. Let me just interchange that. So it's proper. Why did I put the x still there? Okay, I'm going to remove the x. Then this one for A divides both sides by 4. Then your A will be just 2. Easy peasy. Okay, but what are you going to do for you to get your B? Actually, you can just simply also do comparing coefficients here. Like for example, 8 times 3, you're going to have their negative 3A. And your B is just alone, and it's equal to, do you have any constant here? No, nothing. So it's just going to be equal to 0. Then you just put it here. Then that will be negative 6. Okay, but let me just put it there. B is equal to 0. So B is equal to, because you have negative 6 here, meaning to say your B is equal to positive 6. And that's very easy. Let me just write it here. So it will be 2 plus 6 over 4x minus 3, right? Okay, now what do I need to do in the follow-up? I don't know. Actually, we're not yet done. This is not an anak-anak question, with anak-anak question, but basically, oh, sorry. Yeah, you are going to receive, of course, a marks here for getting your A and B, and then next, you're going to integrate then, okay? This is the final answer already of determining the values of A and B, but again, for the follow-up, you need to integrate this and of course, integrate that. So if you're going to integrate that, that will just be a simple 2x, of course, and the other one will be 6. Because this is a constant, put it out, then it will be ln 4x minus 3. But again, you're not yet done. What's the derivatives of 4x? Is 4. So you're going to simplify this. Then the final integral function will be 2, 3 over 2 ln 4x minus 3. Then with that, I want you to substitute now your upper and lower limits, which is 3 and 1. Okay, the first one, you will have 2 times 3. You know that. It will become 6 plus 3 over 2 ln 4 times 3. 12 minus 3, that will be 9. Am I in the correct track? Yes. 9. And then we're going to have minus, but let me just put a bracket so you will not be confused. 2 times 1, it will be 2. And then the same thing, 3 over 2 ln. 4 times 1, 4 minus 1, 1. Okay, you know that ln 1 is just going to be 0, right? So this one can be just cancelled here. So meaning to say, I will only have 6 minus 2 here, which is 4 plus 3 over 2 ln 9. But, is there a format given? Okay. Actually, since there's no format given here, like for example, a constant plus ln k, actually this one can be acceptable. But on a proper standard answer, let's try to simplify it. You can put that in your exponent, right? So it means that you will have 9 raised to 3 over 2 when you put that in calculator. So basically, it's just going to be 3 ln 3. Let's go with 4 plus, again, making this one as an exponent, it will just give you 27, right? So you can just also put that ln 27. But you can also write 4 plus 3 ln 3. It's just going to be the same thing, right? Because if you're going to have 3 raised to 3, of course, that's going to be 3 at 27. So you can write that 4 plus ln 7, 27, or 4 plus 3 ln 3. That's going to be the same thing. Okay. Okay, now let's go with number 9. So you have a quadratic over a cubic, and it's a repeated, so be careful on this one. Okay, so let's rewrite the pattern first. I mean the one that we're going to follow substitution or maybe other one. Okay, the suggested method here is at least do substitution, then the rest will be a combination of comparing coefficients. Okay, so I will have 5x squared plus 24x plus 3. That will be equivalent to a multiply by, look at this one compared to this one, which one is not there below the a. So the double x plus 3. So you need to multiply that both. Now for your b, you already have a single x plus 3 here. Here you still have SATU, and therefore get the x minus 1 still. X minus 1 and then x plus 3 here. Now for the C, you have already the repeated there, the double x plus 3. So you don't need to put one more of the x plus 3, but you can just put the x minus 1. Okay, now I'm going to do substitution. I will substitute x is equal to, it's up to you, but I will start here, which is going to be SATU. So this one is 5 times 1 squared, just be 5. Okay, so it will be 5 plus 24 times 1, just 24 plus 3. Okay, let me just skip that part. And then the A will be 1 plus 3 here. So it will be 4 squared. Hopefully you can follow, guys, even I'm not putting the step-by-step here. And then the B, there's x minus 1. Of course, that will be 0. And the C will be 0, yeah? So, of course, 5 plus 24, that left side will be a total of 32. And the other side will be 16a. Divide both sides by 16. Therefore, your A will be equivalent to 2. Now, let's go with the other substitution, which you will have. Let's substitute x is equal to negative 3. Negative 3 there. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite here 5 negative 3 squared plus 24 multiplied by negative 3 plus 3 is equal to, the A will be cancelled. Your B will be cancelled as well, but you have a remaining C there, which will be negative 3 minus 1 will be negative 4, yeah? The left side, I will have negative 24 here is equal to negative 4C. Divide both sides by negative 4, then your C will be positive 6. Okay, actually, you can have another substitution here will be x is equal to 0, yes, go ahead. But I think I'll just go with comparing coefficients for letter B because it's easy. But again, you can substitute x is equal to 0 to get your B. What I'm going to do is to just compare my x squared. Your x squared is just 5 here, and the only x squared you will have here is the ax squared because you're going to like expand that, and you will have bx squared here, right? After that one. So basically, it means that 5 is equal to, because 5x squared, let me show you, 5x squared on the left side, right? But on the right side, what x squared are you going to have once you expanded it? I'm going to have ax squared here, and I'm also going to have bx squared there. Then disregard the x squared, it just means that you have 5 is equal to a plus b. Since you already have your a, which is 2, 5 is equal to 2 plus b. Therefore, your b is just simple as positive 3. And we are in the correct track. Amazing. Let me just rewrite it here. Okay, so we have 2 over x minus 1 plus 3 over x plus 3. Then you're going to have plus 6 over x plus 3 squared. Okay, we are just halfway, guys. The letter B is very time consuming, but you can do that, okay? Tangent line. When you say tangent line, you know it that equation of the line, you will need this formula. Okay? And I already have x1. The x1 is this 3. But what you need is y1 and your m. We can get the y1 first because it's easy. For you to get y1, just put your x. Actually, you can put it here in all of your x here. Or you can put it here in all of your x. It's going to be the same thing. Whatever do you think is easy, that's it. Okay? So, I will just put it here. I will use the original one, yeah. So, again, putting your x, everything there in your x. So, it will be 5, 3 squared plus 24 multiplied by 3 plus 3 over, yeah, that will be 3 minus 1. So, that will be 2. That will be 3 plus 3, 9 squared. Put that in calculator. And what you're getting as your y1 will be 5 over 3. Yeah. Please double check. You will have a 5 over 3. This is y1, yeah? This is x1. One more. I need my m. What are you going to do to get your m? For you to get your m, you know m means gradient, m means derivatives. So you're going to derive. And it's, actually you can derive this. But you're going to use quotient rule. The easiest way is for you to go with your partial fractions, meaning to say you're going to derive this thing for you to get your derivatives. Okay, let's derive. For you to derive this, it's better if you put the x minus 1 on the top. I mean, you know there's an exponent here, Sato, right? But if you want to put it up, then it will become negative 1. The same thing happened on the other side, x plus 3, negative 2. The other one, the same thing, 6x plus 3, but negative 2 on the top. This is only another form. You still not done deriving. Now, let's derive. Remember how to derive? Multiply this negative 1 to this in front, and you do minus 1 to that exponent. So, that will be negative 2, x minus 1 of this and minus 1, that will be negative 2. If it's like you have 2x here, then you need to derive it again for chain rule. Please remember that. But since it's just x, then it's just satu. So it's, I mean, it's just going to be the same thing. Right? So again, you're going to do chain rule there if ever your x has a coefficient, I mean, rather than for 1. Okay, the other one will be the same thing, negative 2 times 3. That will be negative 2, x plus 3, then you have negative 1. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Why did I put negative 1, negative 2 there? Okay, my mistake. This one must be just satu. Okay, am I in the correct track? X plus 3. Okay. Going back, this one must be just a 2. Why did I put 2 there? Okay, so I need to do something. And why did I put 2 here? Knowing that, sorry. Yeah, don't be careless. Don't be like me, careless tomorrow, please. Okay, again, so you're going to have a negative 3 there. Multiply x plus 3, then you're going to do minus 1, so it's just going to be minus 2. Okay, let me just double check it's correct. Now, this one, negative 2, multiply that one will be negative 12. Okay, then x plus 3 raised to negative 3. Okay, you don't need to make it beautiful, like put all of that x minus 1, x plus 3 at the bottom to have a positive exponent. No need. You can just put that directly in calculator and you're going to substitute your x is equal to 3. Put your x is equal to 3 in all, I mean, the whole thing in your calculator. For example, 2, then it becomes 3 minus 1 is negative 2. Be careful, yeah, for a lot of minus and negative exponent there. When you put that in calculator, your gradient will be a little bit, I mean, not really nice, but it's a fraction and negative. Negative 23 over 36. This is a gradient of a tangent. So you don't need anything to do there. But if it's going to be normal tomorrow, show that the normal to the blah blah, you're going to do negative reciprocal. Okay? Everything you learned from the past 2 years, or like for all of your mathematics journey, guys, you need to use it every time. Okay? So again, if it's normal, you're going to do negative reciprocal. But since it's tangent, as is. Now, let's put it in your equation here. We're almost there. Y minus your y1, which is 5 over 3. Okay, and then you have gradient negative 23 over 36 once again. X minus x3, x1 will be your 3. You can use whatever method you like. Maybe you want to multiply both sides by 36 now, but I will expand if you want to. Okay, expanded. Okay, let's expand. So you have 1, y minus 5 over 3. Then this one will be negative 23 over 36x. And the other one will be 69 over 36, right? Multiply everything by 36 because it says we want to make it pretty like this. Multiply everything by 36. Okay. So, this one, just, actually, you can combine this. Why did I not combine that? Let's combine this and this one. Combine. So, you're going to have, you can just multiply everything by 36 at this point. So, it will be nice. Okay, multiply everything by 36. So, you're going to have 36y minus 60. And then this one is negative 23x, and the other one will be 69. Then you can just combine later on. And another one, follow that format. So you already have 23x, put it on the other side. The 36y is not moving, so just as is. 36y, 36y. And then combine negative 60 minus 69, that's a total of negative 129. And therefore, it is shown. And please make sure to do this tomorrow na. I know it's a little bit long and a little bit hard and challenging, but you can do it, do your best. Or if it's really too much for you, at least do the letter A, like getting the partial fractions, because I believe that most of you can get the partial fractions already. Okay, now let's go with number 10. So we're going to, again, expand this one. 2x squared, I mean, put it in the format, minus x plus 6. And then the a will be multiplied by x squared. And, oh, wait, you need to be careful on that one because it's repeated. So take note of this, yeah? Take note of that. So you already have x here. So meaning to say, the only thing you need to multiply for your a will be x only, the single x, because you already have x at the bottom. And then, of course, the 3 minus 2x. Okay, how about the b? The b is you already have x squared there at the bottom, so you can just put and multiply 3 minus 2x there. And then, of course, the c is you just need to multiply your x squared. The easiest here is let's try expanding and do equating coefficients here. Okay, I'm going to expand to x squared minus x. I'm not doing anything on the left sides. I'm just copying. Okay, I think okay, so I'm going to have this one, ax. Imagine it's ax. How about you just imagine ax and then multiply ini, multiply that one. So ax times 3, you're going to have 3ax. 3ax. The other one will be negative 2ax squared. And then the other one, okay, I'm just doing rainbow method. So we have 3b, and then we have 2xb. And then we have cx squared. Okay, let's compare everything with your x squared because I know your x squared is 2. So you have 2x squared. Everything with a 2. Here, take note. Okay, but I will write x squared so you can imagine that. Okay, everything we have here on the right side will be negative 2a x squared. And then the other one will be cx squared. Okay, and actually again, we can just disregard that. So it means that you're going to have 2 is equal to negative 2a plus c. Okay, that's the first equation, yeah? This is still not done. Only first equation. Now let's go to the second equation, which is I'm going to look with all of my x. I know that you have negative x there on the left side. Let's find everything x on the right side. So I have this 3ax. And then I have 2xb, negative 2xb. Or if you want 2bx, go ahead. And that's it. So meaning to say, the coefficient here is negative 1. Then therefore, that will be equivalent to 3a minus 2b. And that's the second equation. We're not yet done. You can have the last one, which is the 6, the constant. Okay, 6. 6 is equivalent to all of my constant, which is 3b only. 3b. Oh, this one is easy because I can get the b right away, which divide both sides by 3. Then therefore, my b is equal to 2. Easy peasy. Now, I can just put my b here, and I can easily get my a, which is negative 1 is equal to 3a multiplied by negative 2 times 2, negative 4. So, of course, it will become positive 3 here, 3a. Then, therefore, your a, divide both sides by 3. Your a is equal to sa 2. Okay, last one. Since you already know your a, you can just put it here into other equation, which is, it will be 2 multiply negative 2 times 1, which is just 2, then plus c, meaning to say, my c will be equivalent to 4. Yeah, that one is easy for equating coefficients. Okay, now, what we're going to do is, of course, we're going to integrate by simply rewriting it first so you can easily see that. So you have 1 over x. Your b is 2 over x squared. And your c will be 4 over 3 minus 2x. Okay, let's integrate, guys. Integrate satu-satu. So, of course, that one will become ln x. Next is you have 2. Do you need to have ln there? No, yeah, because you know that you have x squared. You only do ln if you have x alone, like you have x1. But this one, you can just rewrite it 2x negative 2 and you're going to do power rule, yeah? Okay, I need to rewrite that first. Okay, I'm still not integrating though. Okay, maybe I can just put it here. For your idea, this one is, can be written as 2 x negative 2. And you do power rule there. It means that you're going to do plus 2x negative 3 because you're going to like, sorry, negative 2 plus 1. So it will be negative 1, right? Divide both sides by negative 1. So you also have divided by negative 1. You can just simplify it later on. Okay, the next one will be 4 ln 3 minus 2x. And again, you're going to do chain rule here because you have 2x, negative 2x. Derivatives will be divided by negative 2. Okay, let's simplify properly. ln x. Okay, this one, I can just make it negative 2. And actually, you can just put your x at the bottom. So it will become negative, positive exponent again. Then this one will be negative 2 ln 3 minus 2x. Okay, let me just check if we are in the correct track. Okay, nice. Now, this is not indefinite. We need to put our lower limits and upper limits there. You don't need to do plus C there. 3 and 2. Okay. Meaning to say, I will have ln 3 minus 2 over 3 minus 2 ln what's that? 3 minus 2 times 3. So that will be 3 minus 3. So I will have a negative 3, right? But again, it's absolute value. So you can just put 3 there. Okay. Now, we're going to this one minus to the overall later. Okay. ln 2. I'm going to put ln 2 there. Next is negative 2 over 2. Okay, maybe I can just simplify later on. Or, yeah, I mean, you know already negative 2 over 2 will be just 1 minus 2 ln, 3 minus 2 times 2. So that will be negative 1 or 1. Okay, what else we can cancel or something? I can cancel this because you have ln 1. So it's just going to be 0. And I will now combine everything. So I have ln 3 minus 2 over 3. I'm just writing first so you can visualize. Minus 2 ln 3 minus ln 2 plus 1, yeah? Because you're going to distribute your negative. That's the common mistake of student. Don't forget to, sorry, the handwriting is a little bit lagging. Okay, there you go. Now, I will be combining my constants so I can have ln, wait a minute, ln 3, ln 3, combine my minus 2/3, this one, minus 2/3 and plus 1, so I'm going to have 1/3 there, plus 1/3. Okay, this one, combining this one first, okay, before you can do something here. Okay, minus 2 ln 3 minus ln 2. Okay, wait a minute. I know you can just do shortcut and combine right away. Go ahead. It's okay. It's not a problem. Okay, can I just combine this one? Because you have both ln 3 there. So I can just say that it will be negative 1 ln 3, right? Okay, negative 1 ln 3. So 1/3 will be negative 1 ln 3 minus ln 2. Okay, and actually you can just factor it out because you know you have a format. Sorry, just put it here. Okay, you have a format here. P minus, your P is already the 1/3, and then you have minus. So I would like to, I can just disregard the 1. It's just going to be the same thing, but I will make it ln 3 plus ln 2. Yeah, hopefully you can follow, guys, because I need to follow the negative here, and of course that will help me better. Because if I already have ln 3 plus ln 2 there, I can just simply multiply them. So it means you will have 1/3 minus ln 3 times 2 or 6. So 1/3 minus ln 6. Meaning to say your P is 1/3, your Q is 6. That's it. Wherein you're just going to do the same thing. We're going to have a linear, partial fractions. And again, you only have two binomials, so you're going to have two unknown variables will be a plus a over x plus 1 plus b over x minus 2. And then just the same thing, negative 3kx will be equivalent to a multiply x minus 2, and then the b will be multiplied by x plus 1. The easiest here, let's go with substitution. So I'm going to substitute x plus 1 or negative 1 here. So basically, wait, I need to remove this thing. Okay, there you go. So you're going to have negative 3k. The k, you just consider it as a constant. Negative 1 will be a. So that will be negative 1 minus 2. That will be negative 3. Plus your b will be the one to cancel, to be cancelled. And then you're going to have a positive 3k there. And then negative 3a, divide both sides by negative 3. Negative 3, your a will be equivalent to negative k. Now, how about the other one? Let's substitute it. X is equal to positive 2. So, negative 3 times k, which is positive 2. So, you have negative 6k is equal to a. That will become the one to be eliminated. And then the b will just be 2 plus 1. So, we're going to have 3b there. Divide both sides by 3. Therefore, your b is equal to negative 2k. Okay, now let's move on. Better if you want to rewrite it. Let's rewrite that one. So you have a negative k over x plus 1, and you're going to have negative 2k over x minus 2. Okay, now I'm going to integrate them. Let's integrate. So you have negative k, ln. It's just the same thing. Just consider the k as constant, x plus 1. And it's going to have the same thing, will be negative 2k ln x minus 2. If it's a chain rule, don't forget to divide it, please. Okay, now I'm going to substitute my limits. It will become 1 and 0 here. So negative k, Nanti, we're going to do that. The 1 and 0, you're just going to put that in your x, yeah, not in your k. Negative k, ln 1 plus 1, so 2. And then you're going to have 2k ln 1 minus 2 will be 1, negative 1. So it's just positive 1 because there is an absolute value. And then it will be minus the same thing. Okay, let me just write here at the bottom since I don't have steps. Space k ln 0 plus 1 will be 1. And then the other one will be 2k ln 0 minus 2 will be positive 2. Okay? So actually, you can just cancel everything with the ln 1 because it will be 0. Then meaning to say you have negative k ln 2. And again, negative distributed here. So it will become positive 2k ln 2. Now, can we just, that is equal to ln 2. Oh, what happened? Okay, I'm not really sure what happened. I think there's a glitch. Okay, anyway, that's okay since we already get the A and B, so that's it. And then let's have this is equal to ln 2. Okay, so can I just put out the ln 2 factor out? So you have a negative k there, and then you have a remaining 2k there, and that will be ln 2. We can divide both sides by ln 2 for us to get the value of k, ln 2, ln 2, ln 2, ln 2. Negative k plus 2k will just be a positive k. And this one, ln 2 divided ln 2 is of course just 1. So it means that k is equal to 1. And that's it. Okay, now let's go with number 12, which is it's given that, and you also need to get the value of k, which is it's almost the same thing of the number 11, but let's try it. Okay, So we have here the same thing. It will become, it means that the partial fraction of that will be 6x minus 5 over x minus 1. Then you will just need two unknown numerator there, a over x and b over x minus 1. Okay, then meaning to say 6x minus 5 is equal to a multiply x minus 1, and your b is multiplied by x. I will do substitution. I'm going to substitute my x, which is any b means that it's 0. Okay, so putting that in 0, so 6 times 0 will be 0, negative 5 on the left side. The a will be 0 minus 1, negative 1, and your b will be just 0. Therefore, divide both sides by negative 1, negative 1, so your a will be equal to positive 5. Okay, now let's go with substitution of the other one, which is x is equal to SATU, okay? So basically, I have, let me just remove that one, okay. So I will have 6x minus 5, so that will be 6 minus 5, so 1 on the left side, and then the a will be the one to be eliminated here, and the b will be multiplied by SATU, which means divides both sides by 1, which just be going to be 1. b is equal to 1. Okay, meaning to say the answer here, you're going to have 5 over x plus 1 over x minus 1. Okay, you're going to integrate now, and the answer will be 5 ln x, absolute value, plus 1, but you don't need to put that, ln x minus 1. That is, we're going to substitute your limits, which is 3k over nk. Okay, let's do this. Let me just, okay. 5 ln 3k plus ln 3k minus 1. Get ready on this one, yeah? And then I will just have put a big bracket here, and then minus, don't forget, 5 ln k, and we have plus ln k minus 1. Okay, maybe the easiest here is for me to distribute first. And yeah, you have 5 ln 3k. Let me just distribute. I'm just distributing the negative just to minimize, and you can visualize first. Okay, minus ln k minus 1, yeah? We are just distributing this negative there. It's very important. So I don't want to, it's really glitching. Let me just write this. So your A is equal to 5, yeah. Okay, where are we? Now, we can simplify first. I can just have my 5 ln k, we can combine this because it's just the same thing, 5 ln, and you have 5 ln. So I can just have 5. Actually, the idea is you can factor it out. It's like 5, combine this, yeah, combine. I will factor it out for you to see. 5 ln, I mean, ln 3k, and then minus ln k. Sorry if there's a lot of symbols there. And then the other one is the same thing, ln 3k minus 1. And actually, you can just divide them. This one, 3k minus ln k minus 1. So I can just divide that k minus 1, right? And then this is also what I want to show, that you can just divide that. But I just want to show that you factor out 5 for you to really combine the ln 3k and k. And once you combine that, you can cancel this one. So it means you're going to have 5 ln 3 here. Okay, I would like to just add that directly here. Okay, sorry, I'm not going to rewrite it. ln 3k minus 1 over k minus 1. Okay, I can equate it now to my ln 125. ln 1215. Okay, what do combining this to the other side with the ln 1215, yeah. So let me just use this one. So it will become ln 3k minus 1, k minus 1. Okay, and then that will be ln 1215. And this one, 3 raised to 5, you're going to have 243 there, right? So this one will be minus ln 240. And you know that you can just rewrite it, like you can just divide it, right? But let me just write again. K minus 1 is equal to 1215 divide 243, right? Because you have minus at the middle, so you're just going to divide. So it will become ln 1215 divide 243 will be 5. And then actually you can just disregard the ln because you know this side is equal to this side. And you're just going to do a simple algebra. 3k minus 1 over k minus 1. You can disregard the absolute value because it's positive now and you don't have any 5, ln there. Okay, you can multiply this if you want. And I will be needing the other part again. Sorry guys for a messy working. So I'm going to put it there. So it will become 3k minus 1 is equal to 5 multiplied by k minus 1. I'll do it 5k minus 5. Yeah, the same thing. Okay, let's combine. So you're going to have negative 2k is equal to negative negative 4, divide both sides by negative 2. For some reason, I like there. K is equal to 2. And there you go. You have K is equal to 2. Okay, now let's go with number 13. It's basically the same thing, so you can practice more in this kind of question. Okay, so I know that I'm going to have a over x plus 5 here, and I will have b, which is x minus 1. And I will just copy 4kx plus 12 is equal to a multiply x minus 1, and b will be multiplied by x plus 5. Okay, I'm going to do substitution. I'm going to substitute x negative 5 there. So I'm going to have a negative 20k plus 12 there. And then the other one will be a negative 5 minus 1. So we have negative 6a here. And your b is actually going to be just 0. And we can divide both sides by negative 6. Actually, you can just simplify, or if you want to work with this one, I know you need to simplify it because you need to express it, right? So let's simplify. If I were you, I will factor it out where we can cancel 6. The highest common factor will be negative. Okay, we can have a negative 3, negative 2. Okay, negative 2 there, and then we will have a positive 10k, and then you will have a negative 6 and the negative 6. Hopefully you can follow. I'm just going to factor it out so I can have a nice simplest form. And yeah, that will be my A. My A will be equal to 10k minus 6 over 3. I just simplify that, my dear. Okay, let's go with the other one, which I'm going to substitute my x, which is positive 1. The other side will be just 4k plus 12 is equal to a will be cancelled, and your b will be like 6. Divide both sides by 6. I'm going to do the same thing, wherein I'm going to factor it out. I will factor out 2. That's the highest common factor. Plus, actually, the highest common factor wherein I can cancel it at the bottom. So, that will become 6 multiplied by 6. So, it will be cancelled. It will be 3. Therefore, my b will be that remaining 2k plus 6 over 3. We need simplest form, my dear. Wherein you will have 10k minus 6 over 3 multiplied by that x plus 5, yeah. And then you're going to have b, which is 2k plus 6 over 3 times x minus 1. Okay, now what you're going to do is that is not yet done. You need to see integrate that, right? Integrate. Okay, you just consider this one, the numerator, as a constant. So it will become 10k minus 6 over 3. That's the whole constant. I just want you to put it out. Then it will be ln x plus 5. The other one will be the same thing, 2k plus 6 over 3 ln x minus 1. And that is equal to, not yet. You need to substitute it by your lower limit 0, -4. So I know it's a little bit messy, but you can do it, guys. Okay, 10k minus 6 is the same. It's just a number. Imagine it's just a number. And ini will become, putting 0 there, so it will become ln 5. This one will just be 0 minus 1. It will be ln 1, right? I will not show it, but that will definitely be cancelled because you're going to have ln 1 here when you put 0. So I will be proceeding to the next one. Okay, so this is the one remaining on the upper limits. Let's go with the lower limits. 10k minus 6 over 3 ln -4 plus 5. Actually, I'm not also going to put this because when you put it here, it will become ln 1. So it's just going to be 0 as well. So we can just skip that part and you have this remaining thing. 2k plus 6 over 3. Then ln -4 minus 1. So that's positive 5, yeah? Okay, that's is equal to 9. Now, what can we do? Can we factor out ln 5? Yes, we can because there's like both ln 5 there. Okay. So we have ln 5. So actually, you can just divide both sides by ln 5 here. You can just factor it out and then show the cancellation here. You can actually show the cancellation here, but just make sure that you will cancel both thing, yeah? Because they are sharing ln 5. So therefore, I will have 9 over ln 5. And then, I'm not yet done because you still have this and this one. So you can add, just make sure that you're going to distribute your 1 there. I will be combining them now. Minus 2k, that will be 8k, and then -6 minus 6, -12. And that's equivalent to, don't forget your 3 here, 9 over ln 5. You can just multiply the 3 to your 9. You don't need to multiply the ln 5 to the other side since you want the k alone. So it will become 27 over ln 5. But let me put the minus 12 there. Since you have minus 12 here, I will put it on the other side now. So it will become plus 12, yeah? Okay, you're not yet done because you want to divide both sides by 8. All over 8. So this one will be cancelled. That's what we want, the total k. So your k is equivalent to 27 divide 8. You cannot do anything there. You just need to copy. So it will become 27 over 8. ln, the ln 5 is still at the bottom there. And then 12 divide 8, that will be 3 over 2. Yeah, that's the answer. Okay, now let's go with number 14. So basically the same thing, the format is given there. So you're just going to have, you can do expansion and then equating coefficients there. Okay, you can do that. So basically I will have 5x plus 8. Let me just copy here. So 5x plus 8 will be equivalent to a multiplied your 2 minus x. A multiplied 2 minus x, and your b will be multiplied by 1 plus 4x. Let's do coefficients. We're in expanding that. I will have 5x plus 8 is equal to 2a minus ax plus b plus 4bx. Okay, let's combine. So everything with my x is total of 5. And then everything on the right side is you have negative a and plus b plus 4b. Negative a plus 4b. That's the equation 1. Now, for equation 2, your coefficient 8 is equivalent to all of your constant without x. So you have 2a plus b there. Okay. Now you're going to do simultaneous equations here. The easy way is to, of course, to do elimination. I will multiply this by 2 so I can cancel the 2, yeah? I mean the 8. So this one becomes 10 is equal to negative 2a plus 8b, and the other one will become 8 is equal to 2a plus b. I mean, there's no changes in the equation 2. Then I'm going to add them. It will become 18 is equal to 9b. Divide both sides by 9. Your b is equal to 2. And then for my b is equal to 2, yeah, you just need to put it in any equation that you want. So basically, I have 5 is equal to negative a. I will put it in the first equation. 4 times 2 will be 8. Therefore, your 8, you will have negative 3 here. Negative a, divide both sides by negative 1. Your a will be positive 3. Okay, what are you going to do next? This one, it means that finding the area or region, you just need to do a simple finding the area. So you're meaning to say your limits will be 0 coordinate axis to positive 1 half. And we're just integrating your partial equations, which is your a is 3 over 1 plus 4x. I'm just doing rewriting it. Then 2 over 2 minus x. Okay, let's integrate. So it will become 3 ln 1 plus 4x. You're not stopping there. You need to do chain rule. 4x derives, that's divide by 4. 2 ln 2 minus x derive because you have negative x, so it means negative 1, right? Okay, but you can just make it negative 2 instead. Okay? 2 divide negative 2. So you're going to have negative 2 in that part. Yeah, negative 2. Okay, now what you're going to do is you already integrate. Let's put your limits 1 half and 0 here. So I will have, actually you can just make it 3/4 here. Ln 1 plus 4 times 1 half. So that will be 2, or it's going to be 3. Hopefully you can follow, guys. So that will be 3. The other one will be 2 ln 2 minus x. Oh, that's something. I mean, a fraction. Okay, ln 3. So we have 3/4 negative 2 ln 3 over 2. You know that. Putting that. And then, of course, you're going to have a minus, yeah? Of all, which means you need to distribute your negatives. So ln, putting 0 there. So you're going to have ln 1 here. When you put 0, you're going to have ln 1. And I will not show it anymore since you know that it will just be cancelled. But the other one, putting 0 here, will not be giving ln 1. So you're going to proceed to the same one, which is negative 2 ln 2. And then, of course, you know that this one will just be positive since you have both negative there. Okay, now are we in the correct track? 2 ln. Okay, nice. Okay, what else we can do? Combine everything that we can, which is because I want ALN2, ALN2. So actually this one is already okay. That's the fixed one, 2LN2, meaning to say my A is equal to 2. Now I just need to combine this thing, the two of that terms. So you're going to have, you can just combine them. Like you can have 3 raised to 3/4, or wait, what's the easiest here? Yeah. I think you can just go with better if you can go with plus ln 3 raised to 3/4. And then you know the other one will be minus ln 3 over 2 raised to 2, which you know that you can just divide this 3 over 2 raised to 2. And when you put that in calculator, I believe you're going to have a nice answer. Wait, let's check, yeah? So let's say I'm going to have 3 raised to 3/4, and then 3/2 is, I mean, raised to, oh, that's an, wait. There's like BLN3, so we need to have a B. Okay, I thought I'm going to have only LN3 there. Okay, where's my LN3? Oh, LN3. Okay, let me erase that one. Erase this. Shit, napakahirap naman ni Re. It's totally wrong. Bobo. Okay, okay, now this is a little bit tricky, guys, because we need to follow something here. Meaning to say, I need to have ln3. I'm good to go with this ln3, and I have ln2, but this is the problem. Like, you have ln3 over 2. So, it means that you need to separate them. We can separate them, right? Because you know that if they are dividing means I can separate them into 2, and that will be minus. Okay, so meaning to say, um, if I have ln3 over 2 here, this one can be written as, okay, let me just write 3/4 ln3 minus 2 ln3 minus ln2, right? Because they are dividing. And then that one will become 2 ln2. Okay, let's simplify more. 3/4 ln3 minus 2 ln3 plus 2 ln2 plus 2 ln2. Okay. I need ln2, meaning to say I can just add that, and that's only 2 plus 2. So meaning to say that is 4 ln2. So my A is 4. Now, this one is the last one. You're just going to combine 3/4 minus 2. Then that's a total of negative 5/4. So 5/4 ln3. Okay, let's go with the last one. Okay, so for the last one, I think this one is easy as well. So you're going to just do a simple partial fraction here. So you have 4 minus 2x is equivalent to a multiplied by x plus 1 multiply x plus 3. The same thing as we are doing that. B is 2x plus 1 multiply x plus 3. And then the c will be multiplied by 2x plus 1 and multiply by x plus 1. Yeah. Okay, and then therefore your A, I mean, let's do substitution here. You can also use, yeah, let's do substitution. So you have x is equal to negative 1/2. I'm going to have a shortcut here. X is equal to negative 1 because I'm just going to use substitution. X is equal to negative 3. And if you use x is negative 1/2, you're going to get your A, which is 4. When you have negative 1, you're going to get B is equal to negative 3. And if you have C, if you have negative 3, then you will have C is equal to 1. And let me just rewrite it properly. So it will be 4 over 2x plus 1 minus 3 over x plus 1 over x plus 3. Yeah. We're going to integrate. It will become 4 ln 2x plus 1. Don't forget, you're going to divide it by 2 minus 3 ln x plus 1 and plus ln x plus 3. This one, I can just simplify. 4 divide 2, it will be 2. Okay, now since we're done integrating, can we just do substitution? Yes, the limits are there. You don't need to put c there, so it will become 2 ln 5 minus 3 ln 3 plus ln 5. Now I'm going to minus everything by putting, everything that I substituted by 0. 2 ln 2 times 0. So this one will become SATU and ln 1 means 0. So I'm not going to put it anymore because it will be 0. This one is all going to be 0 as well. So this one will be 0 on the lower limits. But this one, you still have that, which is ln 3. And I will not put the parentheses anymore since it's just the only one there. And then I can combine everything. 2 ln 5 plus ln 5, we're going to have 3 ln 5. And you have negative 3 ln 3 minus ln 3. Then you're going to have okay, I'm going to have minus 4 ln 3. You're not yet done because you want ln k. I want only one ln and a number beside that. And what can I do is to make ln 5 raised to 3, putting it there. The same thing with the other one, ln 3 raised to 4. And then just use it. Simplify. 5 raised to 3 will be 125. 3 raised to 4 will be 81. And then you're just going to, yeah, that's it. You minus it because you have a minus. You divide it because you have a minus at the middle. And that's the final answer. Meaning to say your K is 125 over 81. And yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully you will have, I know it's a little bit too late, but hopefully you can, this one, especially for those who are struggling, can help this, can help you with this one. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you, Simancas. Fighting.